Hello everybody and welcome back to my Tribulations of the Mage devlog series. And for this devlog, I'm going to be going over the worm enemy I created for the game. Now, the purpose of the worm enemy is to be a stationary enemy with a very low range of vision that is usually found in caves or other rocky areas. I might need to tweak the vision to make it a little bit lower. I'll see when I playtest and do some level design. But the worm can only attack and it can shoot rocks within a very short range. So let's get into it. As you can see right now, it kind of just, swerves his head to see stuff. Right now, it can't see me, unlike the other enemies who would, come charging. But if I get, a little bit closer to about right here, it is able to see me, and it shoots rocks out of its mouth. Now let's get closer. It does that bite attack like that, and does quite a bit of damage, at least compared to the player. And then, but once you leave the range, you can leave the range pretty quickly though. So that's basically the worm. It's just very stationary, swerves around, just trying to search for enemies that get too close. In the level, I plan to have any skeletons or something around, like the effective radius, to kind of warn the player. But we'll get to that when we talk more about level design. So I guess let's go into the character blueprint for it. So we have the worm right here. Let me just go to its stats. Alright, so it has relatively high health compared to the other enemies in the game. And let me go to combat. And its damage is relatively about even, where it's 25. It's can four-shot the player, but it can't really, well, it will take a while. And depending on, I guess, here's how I did the bite attack. I just did a montage of it. I just launched the bite attack, or with a sphere trace, like this, and then applied damage. See, the attack damage is just 25, like I said before. And then it also has a range attack where it shoots rocks from its mouth, which, let me actually go to the, go to this blueprint. So unlike the other players, you can, unlike the other enemies, you can see I have a lot of, the other, behavior removed, because, like I said, it only stands still and attacks, so it has no need for patrolling or moving whatsoever. So all it has is just, the focus and then range attacks. And then the way the range attacks works is, obviously it checks if, where is it? So yeah, if it sees a player, it checks the range. If it's out of range, or if it's at a certain point, it will do a range attack every 1.5 seconds. If not, if the player is in range, it will do a melee attack. So it is a very simple but effective enemy. One of the benefits is that because it can't really sense you from far, you're kind of free to attack it. But once you get too close to it, it will start to attack back like that. It has a relatively decent attack range with the bites, and obviously with the so this is, I consider this enemy to be somebody you either take apart with range attacks or somebody you try to avoid in the level. It's always like a roadblock or an obstacle in a sense compared to the other enemies. So that's the worm, and I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed.